208.8 is more than 207. That is facts. And where's my marker? I don't see my marker. But anyway, I'll find a marker. Rules are rules. Today, Mrgrrr is over his weight limit 2 days in a row. So what does that mean? Well, that means there are consequences. And after I find a Sharpie, and I got a lot of Sharpies, I'm going to write down 208.8 right there. And I'm going to write the word fast after it. All the glorious ham and mashed potatoes and cherry pie and apple pie and Brussels sprouts and carrots. Ugh. Well, that stuff adds up. And Mrgrrr, well, the human body can fluctuate weight 5 pounds very easily, but when you eat a meal, an Easter feast, like Mrgrrr ate, and then the next day you eat the leftovers, well, science gonna science and math's gonna math. So luckily for me, my phone that I listen to the music on every morning as my timer in the gratitude shower is dead as a post. So I take that as a sign from above that instead of using my red phone with music as a timer, I use the blue phone and use the video as a timer to get my 3 minutes of ice cold, refreshing gratitude shower in me today. So what am I grateful for today? Oh my God. My darling wife and I are both a little bit happy that spring break is over and the kids are back on the bus and back in school. The last 12 days has been a challenge with the Gabino. He's been stuck inside the house for, 90% of that time with nothing much to do except want to eat. And we did pretty darn well, my wife and I. We made it through the wilderness, but right at the butt end of this 12-day stretch, Gabriel got aggressive again. Enough was enough. And he was just having a bad day and didn't like what I told him. Gabriel will ask the same question sometimes 10,000 times in a row, and eventually he gets sick of hearing the word no, and he let his fists of fury fly a little bit this week. And told my wife not too long ago, I think it was yesterday, that, Gabriel might just be the adjudicator of sins in my past. And my darling wife said, oh, don't say that. When people believe that the world is punishing them, well, that's a sign of depression. So is Mrgrrr depressed? Well, let's talk about that. 2 weeks ago to today, Mrgrrr ran his Ironman triathlon. He swam 2.4 miles. He biked 116 miles. He ran 16 miles, and he walked 10.2 miles. Not a glorious finish walking 10 of those miles. I ran 2, walked 1, ran 2, walked 1. I did that pretty much the whole way through just because I didn't think I was going to be able to run 26.2. But after that, Mrgrrr decided to let his body heal for 2 weeks. That was the recommended amount of time. So no heavy lifting, no running, no jumping rope. I swam a little bit with Gabriel, but not like hardcore laps or anything. So I have not exercised, cardio, weightlifting, or otherwise for 2 weeks. Well, that ends today. Excited about that. Very excited about that. So, no, I don't think I'm depressed, but definitely my attitude, my demeanor and maybe even my personality change a little bit when I am on an embargo from exercise, because I like making my body, mind, and spirit a little bit better every day. And when you're making your body better with rest days, that just doesn't set well with Mr. Gurr. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. That's enough time off. Yeah, that's all the rest days you need. If you sleep well, if you get a good 8+ hours of sleep a day, you don't need no rest days. You get plenty of rest in the bed. So, what am I grateful for today? Chances are there will be at least a minute or two today where I can hold the love of my life in my arms in the bed just for a minute and enjoy the peace of being at the finish line of spring break. All right. But other than that, Mr. Gurr's got stuff to do.